Well, before I get started, I need to ask a very special assistant. George, will you please join me on stage? Yay!
Agora percebem porque é que ela desenha mal, não é?
You are going to make a wonderful canvas easel, okay?
I've done worse in my life, don't worry.
Thank you so much. And if you haven't noticed, I'm speaking English today. I apologize. My Portuguese, you would not want to hear me speak it. So now that we've got our canvas and our easel, we're ready to go. I do need one thing from all of you, though. I need to know, what should I draw? So let's hear some ideas. What would you... Oh, okay, that's a good one. Anyone else? Any other ideas? Love, okay. An octopus, okay. Guys, you guys are...
Close to George.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna draw an octopus, George, in love. Okay, here we go.
George in love.
Here we go. Let's see, let's get the face right. Okay.
Is that the face right?
Oh yeah, this is good. Do octopus have horns? No, I don't know what that is.
George neither.
I think we need like 8 legs. Is it 8 for an octopus? Something, I think so. Oh, and you know what? I just learned octopuses actually have 3 hearts. So yeah, isn't that amazing? So look, here we go. We've got 3 hearts for the love. There we go. All right. What do you all think? All right, thank you, George.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's all you needed to do today.
Want me to take this off?
No, this is gonna live here. Yes. Okay, round of applause for George. Oof. All right. So, is this perfect? No. Thank you to whoever said yes. That was very nice.
George.
It is art. It is art. You are right. Is it important? I would say absolutely. My name is Jen. I'm an artist, a designer, and a perfectionist, if you can believe it. And today I'm going to talk to you about the joy of drawing badly and the power of imperfection. Every time I draw bad, can you guys hear me? This thing is, okay. Every time I draw badly, I am creating something new, and I'm letting go of my perfectionisms. I'm letting go of any expectations and any fear. The results, as you can see, not so great, but you know what? They're all mine. I believe that our imperfections are the X factor in all of us. I think that it's something we shouldn't hide, but celebrate. But I didn't always think this way. When I was a teenager, I loved this quote. And to be honest with you, I didn't want to be hated. Far from it. I desperately wanted to be accepted, as I think many teenagers do. And so I also wanted to be an artist. And to be an artist, I thought that that acceptance would come from being the best, whatever that is. And so I started looking around and comparing myself to others. And in doing so, I realized, oh, I was not the best. Definitely not the best. And so I became a perfectionist. And I tried my hardest to find that perfection in everything that I did. But it only fueled my inner critic, that little voice in my head that said, you'll never be good enough. And So I turned away from art, and I pursued a career in graphic design. I thought that by doing this, I would silence that inner critic. Surprise, it didn't. I sought perfection in every ad campaign and in every logo design. I was really good at my job, and I really loved it. But at the end of every day, I always wondered to myself, would I ever be good enough? It was around this time that my husband and I lived in Los Angeles, and we decided to take a vacation to Lisbon. We loved it. And when we got back home, we decided, hey, what if we moved there? So 6 months later, we packed all of our belongings. We sold everything else. We grabbed our child, and we hopped on a plane for our new life in Lisbon. I'd be lying to you if I said we weren't scared. Perfectionism wanted to drag us back to Los Angeles as quickly as we could get there, back to our comfort zone. We couldn't control much of the time. We were making mistakes left and right. But the one thing we could control was the desire to keep going. And so we did. Eventually, we moved from Lisbon to Braga. And we bought an old farmhouse in the countryside. In 1 year, we moved. We had a baby. We got a dog, 2 cats. Let's see what else. 4 sheep, 4 goats, and 2 pigs. You know, no big deal. We weren't going to let the fear of failure bring us down. But of course, that inner critic crept back in, and it said to me, "You're a city girl. I mean, come on. What are you doing here?" Every time I walked around our farm, I saw all of the problems, all of the things that just needed to be fixed. It was incredibly overwhelming. So one day, I sat down and I got out my sketchbook, something that I hadn't done in decades. And I sat down and I just started drawing. I started creating just for myself, with no expectations, no comparisons, no judgments. And something amazing happened. This time, when I was just drawing completely for myself and not comparing myself to anyone else, I found peace, joy, calm. I was able to silence my inner critic for the first time in many years. I realized mistakes don't matter. Failures really don't matter. No one was watching. No one even cared. It was incredibly freeing. And I took those lessons from the page and I applied it to our life on the farm. Now, when I walked around the farm, I still saw all the problems. But this time, they were just proof that we lived there, that we were raising a family there, and that we loved our life there. I honed my skills and eventually got to the point where I gave myself permission to call myself an artist. I started getting commissions to paint happy places. I painted cafes and restaurants, the special places in people's life. I had a lot of fun doing it. But things took a serious turn when the requests got very personal. During the California wildfires, I was asked to paint houses and businesses that had burned to the ground and no longer existed. I felt paralyzed by fear. I'd created a cage out of perfectionism that wouldn't allow me to finish. I couldn't finish because if I did, I was risking failure. This art was supposed to bring healing. What if I ended up causing more pain? I realized I had to make a choice. I needed to either create or quit, like I had when I was a teenager. And this time, I chose to create. And the crazy thing is, people loved the art. But it wasn't because it was perfect or realistic. Not at all. It was because it invoked a memory of that special place to them that no longer existed. I realized that by accepting my imperfections, I didn't need to be the best. I just needed to show my humanity. See, perfection isn't just impossible, it's also pretty boring. And I realized that people connect to messes. People respond to squiggly lines. People connect to the authenticity of other people and not to perfection. So I began to welcome imperfections into my life, not just accept them, but openly invite them. And I made space in my life for imperfections in my art. So instead of just one sketchbook, I kept many sprinkled throughout the entire house. In the couch cushions, by the TV, in my purse, in the bathroom. My sketchbooks are everywhere. And I fit in sketching in 30-second increments between feeding the animals and picking up my kids from school. I began having workshops on our farm and inviting artists and non-artists alike to come and create art, enjoy themselves, and have fun on the farm while discovering painting together. Research by American psychologist Carol Dweck shows that by accepting your imperfections, you're cultivating a growth mindset. And this leads to an increase of creativity, of resiliency, and confidence. By accepting the imperfections in my art, I was accepting the imperfections in my life and accepting the imperfections in myself. So here are my rules on how we can fight perfectionism together by drawing badly. Whether you're an artist or an accountant, you can use these tips to fight that inner critic inside of your head whenever it gets too loud. Number one, draw what's in front of you. It doesn't matter how boring it is, just sit down and draw it. Number two, draw with a pen. There's no erasing, there's no wrong lines. Number three, draw badly on purpose. So use your non-dominant hand like I did here. I'm right-handed, by the way. Or close your eyes. This desensitizes you to failure and helps you to embrace your imperfections. Number four, don't compare yourself to others. Just tell your inner critic to take a break. Number five, set a time limit. Whether you've got 30 seconds or 10 minutes, you'll be surprised at how creative you can be in a short amount of time. And number six, focus on the journey. It's about the process, not the destination. Whether I'm moving countries, or changing careers, or tending to animals on a farm, or parenting kids through chaos, I realize that I can't control how any of it will turn out. And I think that that's the point. The joy is in the mess. Imperfection is powerful. Your creations will never be perfect, but they'll always be meaningful because they'll always be yours. Life is creation, not perfection. Life is a sketchbook, not a museum. Thank you.